All right, here we go with another one. The one that I said I was going to do, reacting to Majestica Above the Sky. This was my introduction to Majestica and Tommy Johansson. I'd never heard of them before. Um, so yeah, this is Above the Sky. Hopefully you can hear me a bit better. I turned it down a teeny bit. Oh, that's heavy. Oh yeah, double bass. I'm not a big fan of those microphones. James Hetfield uses one now. Maybe they're better. I don't know. I mean, even the one I'm using, I find kind of weird. I'm used to your classic microphone. Since I can do this, I will show you what I mean. I'll go to Long McQuaid's website. Pro Audio and Recording. Microphones. Yeah, like this one. That to me is your classic microphone. I find these ones kind of odd. They're, I know you can use whatever the hell you want, but I find, well, the one that's in the video, I'm not seeing it here. I find the one that he's using in this video weird for a front man who also plays rhythm guitar. That's just me, though. Another band that they remind me of, and I think they're similar to, is Dragon Force. I don't listen to Dragon Force. I'm aware of them. I know who that Herman Lee is. I just don't listen to them. If someone were to say to me, do you listen to power metal? Not really. Oh, I'm familiar with it. I'm familiar with quite a few bands that are power metal. Don't really listen to it much. If I'm going to listen to power metal, I go to Majestica. I find that kind of neat. As a guitar player, I know it's doable, but you've really got to make sure that your amp is loud enough. Instead of strumming the chords, you strum it once and you just move your hand. He's changing the chords and he's not strumming. He's just moving his hand. I got a question for you people who are audio people. How do you get the audio from this band's music onto a system like a computer? They are clearly outside. Now, whether they're actually plugged into these amps or not, I don't know. Let's just say they're not. They're not plugged in. Someone has a stereo out there playing the song to them, and they're air guitaring and pretending they're playing the song. If an airplane were to fly by, you'd fucking hear it. How do you get the music onto wherever it's going and only hear the music and you can't hear anything in the background, plane going by, the wind blowing, anything? How do you cut that shit out? I don't know how to, like right now with what I'm doing, the music's coming out of the computer. My voice is going through the microphone. If my daughter were to come down here and start yelling at me, you'd hear it. How do you cut that shit out in the background and only hear what I'm saying into the microphone? I don't know how to do that yet. Now, someone might say, oh, you have to go through a recording program like Audacity or Reaper or something. Oh, maybe I just answered my own question. I don't know, but that's one thing that has been on my mind for many years now is, say his guitar's not plugged in and his mic isn't plugged in. You can hear the music crystal clear. They're miming through it. They're not really playing. Yet if a plane were to go by or the wind were to blow, you don't hear it. All you hear is the music. How do you cut out the background shit and not hear it? For instance, sorry again. There's a YouTuber named Jared Dines. And there's one song where he's playing in like an abandoned warehouse, factory house, something. And he's clearly not plugged into anything. You can hear his vocals. I think he sings in it. Maybe he doesn't. You can hear his guitar. You can hear the drums. You can hear the bass. The drums and bass are not with him. He's in there by himself, not plugged into anything, playing his guitar. Yet in the video, you hear the drums, the bass, the guitar, and nothing in the background. Like if a dog were to bark, you wouldn't hear it. I don't know how to accomplish that. Oh yeah, he's not plugged in. Yeah, see, his Strat's not plugged in. So how are they doing it? Like, I don't know. I don't know how they're doing that. Okay, he's plugged in. Maybe Tommy was plugged in. No, it doesn't look like he's plugged in. But even if they are, well, they can't be, because where the hell are the amps plugged into? They have to have a power source, so they're not plugged in. And if a plane were to fly by, how do you not hear it? Like, for instance, see, he's not plugged in. How are they accomplishing that? Like, if I were to take my amp outside and want to film myself playing one of my songs, how do I do that? And if a car were to go by, you'd hear the car go by. You'd hear the wind blow. You'd hear a dog bark. How do I get the audio so that all you hear is my guitar playing along with drums and that's all you hear? How the fuck do you do that? This almost done. No, we're only halfway through. Sorry for flapping my lips so much, but it's a reaction video. Just gonna adjust myself here a little bit. Oh, you're using two different bass guitars. Rickenbacker, and then I don't know, Fender. I don't know. I am not a fan of the Rickenbacker. But bass, yes. The two bass players that made the Rickenbacker fucking cool, Cliff Burton and Lemmy from Motorhead. And this guy too. I would play a Rickenbacker bass. A Rickenbacker 6-string electric guitar. No. I think they're fucking ugly. Horrid. But I'm glad they gave this dude a little solo, because you don't really hear bass solos in songs. It's always guitar solos. So giving the bass player a solo, that's cool. I like that. That is cool. I don't like keyboards. That's one thing that... Oh, drum. Okay. He's given everybody a chance to do a little solo. We've had a guitar solo, we've had a bass solo, we've had a drum solo. That's pretty fucking cool. Keyboards. Not a fan of keyboards. I've pretty much stayed away from music where there's a keyboard player. The only ones that I've listened to with keyboards, Bon Jovi, Dream Theater a tiny bit, Children of Bodom a little bit, but if I'm on the fence about it. I don't want a keyboard player in my band. But if a band were to contact me and it's really good music and they have a keyboard player or piano player, at least make what you're playing sound good. Match the music or give it an eerie tone. Other than that, hey, keyboard player, just stop playing. Go home. I don't like keyboards in metal. It's just me. But if they were to contact me and they got a keyboard player, maybe run it through a distortion pedal, make it sound evil. I don't know. If it sounds good, fine, but I'm not a fan of keyboards in metal. With all these solos, it made me think of Pantera. And why? Because finally when sorry that I'm getting off topic, but whatever. When Pantera broke up and they put Damageplan together, that's when Dimebag started getting time to do a solo. Dimebag didn't really do solos in Pantera because Philip Anselmo wouldn't shut the fuck up, and he didn't agree with them. He said, no, I'm not going to shut up. We're a band. It's not the Dimebag hour or whatever. Philip would not let Dimebag do a solo. And if you watch all the Pantera footage, like maybe he'll do a quick little 10-second whatever in between songs, but there was no guitar solos in the middle of a Pantera concert because Philip would not shut the fuck up and let him do one. That's just what I've read and what I've heard. And then he started doing solos in Damageplan. Yeah, see? That. Okay. Now, if they just had a tape recorder out there and you hit record, one, you wouldn't hear them playing because they're not plugged in. Two, you'd hear the plane going. You don't hear the plane. So how do they get the audio of this song onto a system, them miming it, and you can't hear anything in the background? I don't know how that's done. I wish I looked good in a beard, and I don't. Most guys with beards, their beard comes straight down. When my facial hair starts growing in, I kid you not, it grows in and then goes to the right. I don't know why. I've only tried growing a beard once, and it got pretty long, but again, it comes out and then goes to the right. Now, it doesn't go vroom, but I mean, it gets thick and bushy, but it's going that way. I can't get it to come straight down. You know what? We're going to keep this going. And we are going to do Sound of Silence. Because it is a fucking incredible song.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Actually, you know what? No, let's make a separate video for this. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, we'll do a separate video for this. Sorry about that. So, we'll see you in the next one doing this one.